were some big winners this year, and one celebrity managed to turn winning into losing. Joe Levy, contributing editor at Rolling Stone magazine, is here with a look back at 2011's biggest losers and winners. Great to have you with us, Joe.
Great to be here.
And those Middleton sisters did very well for themselves
Middleton
this year.
sisters did great this year. You know, they're commoners. They're not from the royal world. They're ordinary citizens. Kate, a fairy tale, married a prince. She'll one day be a queen. Pippa, let's just say rivaled Jennifer Lopez for attention paid to her posterior. That shot of her walking up the aisle helping her sister in that very special white dress.
Got her a lot of attention. Ryan Gosling's gotten a lot of attention this year as well.
Let's talk about Ryan Gosling for just a second. He made 3 great movies after taking some time off. This is a guy who started in the Mickey Mouse Club with Britney and Justin and Christina. He's an Oscar contender now. And we all remember the protests when Bradley Cooper, instead of Ryan, was named People's Sexiest Man Alive.
Isn't it nice to have people protest when you don't make it in a movie?
Exactly.
Adele, certainly not rolling in the deep. I mean, the opposite of whatever that is.
Adele has turned heartbreak into triumph. Her record, 21, the top seller of the year, 5 million sold, all about a relationship gone wrong. And her, hey, why did you go out with that other girl, is a #1 single. For most of us, it's just like a Facebook post.
Right, exactly. Tim Tebow, controversial character, but he also tops your list as a winner.
Tim Tebow is a winner, partly because he's proved to everyone he can be a starting quarterback in the NFL. Is he great? There's a lot of debate. Why can't he do it in the first 3 quarters? And in the 4th quarter, 5 times this year, he comes through and amazes everyone. And of course, he became an internet meme with the Tebowing.
Right.
I can't quite do it here, but you know what I mean.
It's like the opposite, or something else like planking.
It replaced
became
planking, and thank God. I don't want to see anybody plank anymore.
You want to see some Tebowing?
I do.
Melissa McCarthy, another big winner.
You know, Melissa McCarthy's just amazing, an amazing comedian, 41 years old, finally getting the recognition she deserves for Bridesmaids, for being on SNL. This is someone who's always been tremendously funny, hasn't gotten the opportunities because of her size. Now, she's got a sitcom based on her size, and she's getting the recognition she deserves.
And she's just a hysterical, great, down-to-earth actress.
Unbelievably funny in everything she does.
Anthony Weiner, not a funny year for him.
No, in fact, now we've reached the losers. Anthony Weiner, longtime congressman from New York, undone by a sexting scandal, doesn't know the difference between a regular message and a direct message on Twitter, and posted, shall we say, a self-portrait of himself to the world, then denied it, and then had to come clean, and it just gets worse and worse for him.
Poor guy. Or some would say, I guess. Herman Cain.
Well, another one who it gets worse and worse for. Herman Cain was a guy who ran a pizza business, wrote a book, went on a book tour that he disguised as a presidential campaign, and all of a sudden was a legitimate presidential contender until people kept coming forward and saying, well, I think he made some inappropriate advances to me when he was just in the pizza business or the restaurant business. And it just kept getting worse and worse until finally he suspended his presidential campaign. My God, maybe he'll be back.
Maybe he will. Maybe he will. Kim Kardashian, somebody who has had a lot of ups and downs this year, makes your loser list.
Kim Kardashian had her own wedding this year, an endless broadcast on the E! Network, and 72 days after she was married, she was getting divorced. Even her fans, the people who support her and think that the wedding wasn't a fake, were shocked. And this may be the moment when people say, reality TV doesn't seem so real to me.
Well, it doesn't feel so real when you have like a multi-million-dollar wedding either, but whatever. Charlie Sheen.
I don't know whether to call Charlie Sheen a winner or a loser. I know Charlie Sheen says he's winning. But he did lose his job as the highest paid actor on television. The sitcom 2.5 Men moving on without him very successfully. Charlie himself will be back in another sitcom, but my God, all of the Charlie Sheen nonsense, him saying, I'm a Vatican assassin, I'm a rock star from Mars, I'm winning, I've got tiger's blood. I honestly don't know where to put him. It was amusing whether he won or lost.
And we end on Lindsay Lohan.
Another loser who is a little bit of a winner. She has gotten lots of attention for this Playboy spread, supposedly paid $1 million posing as Marilyn Monroe, but her legal troubles just go on and on. She was doing community service at the morgue. She was late to the morgue. She brought donuts or cookies to her fellow workers. They didn't want them. And by the way, who brings snacks to the morgue?
Eat that at the
exactly.
morgue. No.
Exactly. So things can only get better for Lindsay, we hope, because I wouldn't want to see them get worse.
All right. Well, they keep getting better for you. Joe Levy, a winner in 2011 and beyond. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. Thanks.